This match will get red hot. Now go!
Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Cuphead, and I'm in the middle of a boss fight with Wally Marbles, and I hate this boss fight. I'm just gonna say it like it is. I hate this boss fight, alright? Yeah. For starters, it's another airplane level. I don't like those. I already stressed that enough, but yeah, I don't think it's so bad in the first phase. But spoiler alert, my problem isn't the first phase. No. My problems come later. Like right here, for example. You see what I mean? I gotta say, guys, I don't like bullet hells. And, this one's not so hard, in my opinion. It's pretty easy to just go up and down, up and down. There's a lot of open spots. But even so, I generally take a hit there. And then you got this part, which I hate this part, okay? There's one good thing about this part. You get a lot of parries, because, I'm just going to call him Wally Jr. I don't actually remember his name. But, yeah. He gives you a lot of parry opportunities. And he goes in a basic pattern of just going in kind of like a infinite symbol kind of way. He goes up and then down and then up and then down, and in kind of like an infinite symbol pattern. So it's not so much hard to dodge. There are definitely tight squeezes like that, for example, where you gotta shrink in size and get around. No, more so my problem is this phase doesn't know when to freaking end. Like, seriously. Because of the pattern he goes, it can be really difficult to hit him. And it's just not fun, in my opinion. I used to find this really hard, but now that, I don't want to say I've mastered it, but now I've gotten so much better at it, I don't find it frustrating anymore. I just find it boring now. It's like, come on, I just want to get to the next phase already. Yeah, the good thing is I got a full set of cards, but maybe I should save that for the next phase, because the next phase is even worse, believe it or not. So, yeah, I'm not a fan. I don't like Wally Marble's boss fight at all, in my opinion. The first section is okay, the second section is okay once you master it, but this section and the fourth section, no, screw them, I hate them. Like, seriously. It should not take this many bullets. Just go down already, Junior, so we can move on, please. Like, this is so boring. I just want to move on. Thank you. So what's the final phase? He's on a stretcher, and these nurse birds are annoying with their pills and whatnot. Another annoying thing that really doesn't make any sense, he shoots his heart out, he turns his head into garbage. And the problem is, this section you really gotta use your bombs. This is the new attack that we were introduced to, I think 2 parts ago, so yeah, but that's the problem. I know it's supposed to introduce you to it, but that doesn't mean you should be required to use them. Like, come on. Look at that, 2 minutes, 53 seconds. It should not have taken that long, realistically, but all because of, the stupid section with Wally Jr., all because of that section that, obviously went pretty quick since I had the bomb again. But let's say I didn't save 5 cards and didn't have the bomb, that would have taken a lot longer. And again, I don't like the airplane levels. What can I say? And that's just another example why. But anyways, now it's time for possibly my favorite boss in the game, if I'm going to be honest. Yeah, I just said that. I may hate Wally Warbles, but the next boss, oh my god, I love this guy. He is so much fun to fight. I don't know if he's my favorite. He's definitely number 1 or number 2, but we got Grim Matchstick and Fiery Frolic.
Here's a real high-class bout. Now go!
Okay, first off, I just love his intro. That's so silly looking, like he's trying to come off as intimidating, but fails so miserably. I find that adorable. Second of all, it's a dragon, so naturally I'm a little bit biased because I love dragons. But this is definitely one fight where you're going to want Lobber, in my opinion. And again, Crackshaw is fantastic for this opening phase if you can't get close. Because Lobber does have better range than Spread and does have some pretty decent damage. So, yeah, this is why I wanted Lobber from Pork Run Shop. And that first phase, not so bad. Just avoid the fireballs and the laser eyes and whatnots. And this part a lot of people really hate. I don't find it that bad. Even my first time playing, I didn't find it that bad. All you gotta do is listen for the fire imps, and when they go off, jump. Sometimes, you'll have a bad bad RNG and they'll, you know, just jump right into you regardless of how far you jump and whatnot. But that time I got lucky, so that time it didn't happen. This final phase, I will admit, I don't like his fireballs. I don't like how you hit the fireball and then it breaks into 3 sections. I mean, it's bad enough you got a platform on the clouds and whatnot, which I do like the platforming, okay? Let's make that clear real quick. I actually like the platforming here. I think it's really fun to constantly run to the right and get on the next cloud and keep moving. I actually really like that. But, yeah, I don't like how the fireballs break apart, but literally, if that's the only complaint I got about this guy, then it ain't much. So, yeah, I love Grim Matchstick. I know a lot of people on YouTube really don't like him because they find him really hard and whatnot. But even the first time playing this game on Xbox One, I didn't find him that hard. You know, I definitely had to learn and whatnot, and I will say getting a perfect score on this guy is really difficult because he only gives you parry opportunities in the beginning. But other than that, I think Grim's really fun. I like him. So, yep. I don't know how he got into the casino considering his large size, but whatever. So we got Grim Matchstick's contract, and that'll do for Inkwell Isle 2, so let's move on to Inkwell Isle 3, shall we? Yeah, let's see King Dice try to turn me away now. Looks like I've got my underestimated you bums. Yeah, I think you did, definitely. You gave it to them debtors, but good. Got that right. I'm awesome like that. Go on over to the next island. Thank you. Lots of fun times waiting for you there. Well, some fun times, some not so much, but we'll get into that. First, another cutscene. The little mugs have some fun in them, I'll say that much. They're making mincemeat out of them debtors. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good, aren't I? You see, I knew there was something special about those fellows. Oh, that's nice. Well, don't be too sure just yet, boss. I think there's something fishy about those two. Oh, really? What makes you say that? Don't blow your wig, Dice. If those two little finks try anything, I'll be waiting. And that smile. How can you not love that smile? That's so awesome. Again, this is why I love the 1930s animation style. It just looks so cool. Not to say it would look bad in modern animation, I just don't think it would look as good in my opinion. But anyways, I'm switching back to spread. That is literally the only time I'm going to need the, yeah, Rumor Honey Bombs and Honeycomb Herald.
A brawl is surely brewing. Here goes.
The lobber. I don't know why I was having such a hard time thinking of that word, but that is the only time I need the lobber. Any other time, crack shot and spread is all I need. So literally, we already got all the tools we need to beat this game, guys. So hope you guys aren't going to miss Pork Rind too much, but we won't be seeing him till much, much later when I buy everything. So yeah. Alright, so the guard's done. Oh, hello. What's up, Rumor? So, this is another boss fight that a lot of people hate, and I definitely see why. Again, the RG can be a little problematic here because where she appears and what attack she does is random. And I'm not gonna lie, I did not have my ring equipped because usually I get the triangles, but for whatever reason this time I got the orbs. I'm like, well, darn it, I could have got bonus points, but oh well. But yeah, the problem with Rumor Honey Bombs is you're always climbing up. So I don't find her quite as fun as Grim Matchstick for that reason alone. I don't like climbing up as much as I do just going to the right. But yeah, she only has 3 phases, so that's good. But good luck hitting this phase unless you have the crack shot or the chaser. Because you can hit her with everything, I find, if you just point down. But the problem is you don't want to go down or be down too long. Even, you know, doing that was a bit risky for me. But yeah, and she also has this attack that I always get hit by. I always forget, oh, it's come from the right, not the left. So, yeah. It can come from the left, but, yeah, I always forget which side it's come from. But, Rumor Honey Bombs I don't think is too bad anymore. She used to be really difficult, and I hated her boss fight. But now that I have the crack shots, I don't find it that bad. Honestly, it's just not that bad, in my opinion. If you don't have the crack shot, then, oh yeah, it's difficult, I'm not gonna lie. Even with the chaser, it can be kind of difficult, but, that's just my opinion. Rumor Honey Bombs is definitely not the hardest boss in the game. Not by far, oh no. Spoiler alert, the hardest boss is not the devil, but we'll get to the hardest later. Ah, that Wolfgang. Always taking 10 notes to express 2 notes worth of music. I see. He has no conception of what I mean by less is more. I actually agree with that. I know you agree with me. Go convince that tin-eared clock. He won't listen to me anymore. I actually agree. Sometimes less is more. But anyways, Rugged Ridge.
You're up!
So we come to the second to last of the run and gun levels, and I'm not gonna lie, this one is really annoying at times, but I don't think it's that bad. Honestly, this opening section isn't so bad, especially if you're not doing a pacifist run. Boy, the pacifist run for me was really annoying, but again, we'll talk about that later, don't you worry. But this opening section isn't so bad. In fact, it's only one section in this whole level that I really don't like, and unfortunately it's actually coming up next, so that's how you get that coin, by the way, in case you were wondering. I hate this part, alright? This is the only part that I really don't like in this run and gun level. There is a little RNG with the dragon, because sometimes he spits out the parry fireball first, other times he doesn't. But, you know, taking down all these enemies, okay, on the crowd area, that's annoying enough. But they pull off a really bad move here, as you'll see in just a second. There's a coin here. You saw that? Look back and replay the footage if you have to. There's a coin there, and if you're not on the right side of the screen, you're not getting it. So, yeah, I'm not a fan of that. Not a fan of that at all. That's weird looking play in the background. There's another coin there. Wait a minute, is that the legendary chalice in the background? That's interesting. I wonder what that's all about. Maybe we'll get an explanation someday, because it's not in this game, I'll tell you that much. I will tell you that much right now. I just assume that's meant to be a reference to what the legendary chalice was beforehand, but I don't know. And here's a part that some people aren't going to like, I'm sure. Because it's a very platform-heavy section, but me being a platform fan, I love it. So these platforms can be a little tricky, I'm not going to lie, but what I do find is if you dash, you do have a little time to move back if you went too far. So I don't think it's that bad per se. Especially if you already have the coins, but I obviously don't, so I gotta take a certain path, so that kind of sucks, but is what it is. And here's the invincibility in action. I did change out charms off screen, so sorry you guys didn't get to see that, but that's the invincibility, and yeah, it can be quite useful for this level in particular, and there we go. So I know some people don't like that section because, again, the platforms can be a little tight, and getting chased by that Cyclops can be a little intimidating, but again, I don't find it that bad. It's just one of those sections you really gotta practice, in my opinion, so yeah. Only other problem with Rugged Ridge, in my opinion, other than the bridge, is just how long it takes. You can see it took 2 minutes, 24 seconds. I really wish that bridge section wasn't in there, honestly. If it wasn't for that, I probably would have really enjoyed that level, but that one part alone, I just ain't a fan. Hello, Mr. Fork. I would still love to count you among my grade A friends. That's an obvious hint. You are almost there. It is true. But there's no almost when it comes to singing and hearing the way I do. We'll be saying that later, don't you worry. You either can or you cannot. I'll keep that in mind. But now it's time for the one mausoleum I don't like, and that's Mausoleum 3.
Here comes a spooky bunch.
And begin!
So, what's wrong with Mausoleum 3? Well, that's pretty easy. The ghosts come on way too quick, and, yeah, it can be really annoying, especially because some of them come really fast, some of them come really slow. So you really gotta plan out your strategy well, like, oh, crap. Yeah, good thing I went and got that ghost, because if I didn't, I would have lost. So, yeah, and then they introduced this big boo, I don't know why I'm calling it boo. This big ghost that takes 3 parries, because you gotta split up to 2, then you gotta take out the 2, and I don't really find those as annoying as the spinning ones, per se. But the simple truth is, when you got so many... That was an awesome parry combination, can't deny that. But anyways, I was saying, when you got so many things on screen, it's like, how are you supposed to focus on all these, you know? If you're not good at parrying, you know, just good luck, that's all I'm gonna say. But if I'm gonna be honest, you're okay to get Mausoleum 3. Trust me, the power you get from here is not worth the headache. trust me. Seriously, it's bad. Thank goodness you came by. Of course I did. Those lousy ghosts had me but good that time. That sucks. Here's the last magical super I was able to find for you. And it's the last one in the game. Well, time for me to take a powder. Good luck. Thank you for the completely worthless ability that I'm not going to use even once in the main playthrough. I'll show it off at the end of the game, guys. Don't you worry, but trust me. Super 3 sucks, and I'm switching back to 1 because, again, 1's in my opinion is the best, but 2 can be helpful in certain situations as we saw last level. But anyways, now we got Warner Warman and Marine Corpse. And we'll do that next time. Sorry, I lost track of time. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Later.